Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. Can you believe it? The last time you see me, we were at 1,990 subscribers. When I woke up this morning, I think we were at about 2020. We grew 30 in just a matter of what? Less than a week. Can you believe that? I can't even believe it myself. It's just crazy. Wow, thank you so much for allowing us to grow and to have so much fun with you guys. It's just all kinds of fun. So this is our 2,000 subscriber celebration video. And we've got some giveaways on we're going to do. We're going to do some drawings. Remember, you guys were going to comment, pick your favorite tool, and then tell us what you would like to have. One of which is maybe a shirt or perhaps a poster or even a hat. So let's see what you guys picked out, and then we can kind of go from there. But we're going to do that at the end of the video. So here's what I thought. I've been having some mail call stuff pile up on me, so people sending this stuff in. I think they knew we were coming up on 2,000, and so maybe they wanted to celebrate with us. And so we're going to take them along for the ride. What do you think about that? So we're going to see what a few of the friends, some of you dear friends, have sent over to the show, and let's just kind of add them into the 2,000 subscribers celebration. What do you think about that? I love it. All right, let's get the camera turned around and let's see what we can do. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's start off with the first one. So we had a gentleman, his name is Wayne. And you may remember Wayne. Remember I shot that video that says this tool made me feel bad, made me feel guilty. Well, my goodness. Not only did he not want to take that tool away from me, he actually seen the video of where we had that Craftsman wood box, with the doors that slide open and all those tools that were in it and how we have to add to the collection. Well, he noticed we were missing one piece. Now, this isn't the exact model that goes in there, but it's a style that goes in there. So he sent over this Craftsman 45341, and so to act as a filler until we find the actual piece. My goodness, Wayne, check you out. I cannot even believe it. Man, your kindness is just blowing me away. First, I tried to be kind to you, and then you double down on me. Oh, my goodness, look at that. And so, I love that. Thank you so much, Wayne. We will definitely add that to the box when we get that set up. All right, so next, let's see here. We also had some other goodies by our friend, let's see here, Trouble. And so Trouble sent over a few goodies, and man, I love these. And so let me kind of show you what he brought over. First of all was this little tiny keychain screwdriver set. And so if you look at it here, you'll notice that it's a Husky, made in the USA, but it has this little screwdriver end right here on this side. Even has one on this side, and even a little tiny pointy one on this side. But man, look at that. How cool is that? Brand new. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. And so the toughest name in tools is what it says on this side. So I love that. Look at that, man. So Trouble, thank you, man. Look at you. You're just blowing me away of all the beautiful things that you've sent our way already. And then you kind of did this one. Well, speaking of Husky, I believe it's a Husky. Yeah, check this out. And so we have this one here, which is a double-ended screwdriver. And so, my goodness, look at that. So part number 693247, HD 7, I believe it is. Yep. And so, wow, look at that. Brand new. Doesn't look like it's ever been used either. So Trouble, man, look at you go. So he also found something that was kind of unique in his stash, and he thought, man, when he found it, his words were, I know where this needs to go. And so it's an Allen wrench, and so when we look at this Allen wrench, doesn't at first look like it's much, but check this out. It is a 3/16, and it's stamped Craftsman single line V. Wow. Now, I go through, and I have a lot of Allen wrenches, and in fact, I buy some lots here and there, but I don't know that I have one that says that. And maybe I've run across tons of them, but I just never seen one with the stamping, and then let alone with that single line V. So my goodness, this is going to go in our Craftsman drawer in our collection for sure. Because remember, we have our BE, we have some Circle H, some other, let's see, Circle H, Circle U, and then we have our double line V and our single line V collections going on. And so this is going to be in my single line V collection. So thank you so much, Trouble. I'm going to take care of that bad boy for a long, long time. Speaking of Craftsman, also check this out. Man, look at that. And so this one is a Craftsman USA as well. And so you can obviously, he's got these ends taped up. Let's see if we can pull one out. But man, look at that. Have you ever seen that? In fact, as we go through and look at this, it's a divider. And so with this divider here, you can go through and keep one side there, and then you can turn it around and draw yourself a line all the way around. Now, when we look at how beautiful this piece is, my goodness, check that out. Man, is that beautiful or what? Oh my. And so where does that line, where is that saying again, that marking? I lost it already. There it is right there. And so when we look at that Craftsman, hopefully you can read that on the screen. And so, but even the turn knob is just beautiful. Man, Trouble, you did a beautiful job restoring this. Love it, love it, love it. And so all the way around, even the knurling on the top here, so you can grab a hold of it and twist it around. And so even on the threads and the knurling on this part here, it is just a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. So I love that. Man, you did so wonderful on that. I don't even know where to put it because it looks so good there. I'm going to try to save some room, so I'm going to put it right up here. But my goodness, love that. Check this out. And so this is, you know, I have a lot of boxes, right? And so you've seen some of the stuff I brought home, or seen some of the walls, or maybe my garage doors. I have collected a few boxes over the year. And I got to tell you, this is probably my newest favorite box. Check it out. Is that small or what? Man, look at that. And so you notice there's this little raised portion here, a little fingernail, and it's a slide top box. And so you pull open, and check this out. It has some lead in it. I don't know if the camera or the light can pick it up really well, but it has some lead inside there. But look at that that lid, how it slides open like that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love that. And so put it back in, and then you close it up. But look how small that is. It's a little pencil lead box. My goodness, that is awesome. This is probably my new favorite box ever right there, because how small it is and how much function it has. That is just cool as all get out. Man, well, check this out. The last thing that Trouble sent over, he sent over actually a couple bags here. And so he sent over some hooks. Now, when he was teaching, he had some students that he was teaching how to make these hooks. And so they made them as some class projects. Now, you may have remember, he sent me one that he personally made, and it was painted and beautiful, and it had like a little eyelet so you can screw it to the wall. But these ones are ones that you drive in. Now, I have a project in mind that I'm going to make. And so we're going to go through and we're going to do some cool things with this for sure. And so, but the fact that he dug this out of his stash from the kids that had made these, my goodness. So Trouble, watch out. I won't be making something here, hopefully in the near future, and put it on the channel here. But look at that. My goodness. Love it, love it, love it. So he sent over, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He sent over 12 of these bad boys. I'm going to put them back in here. And so he said, hey, I'm not going to finish them. I'm going to let you do whatever you want to do with them if you choose to do something with them. Well, yeah, we're going to do something with them. And yes, we're going to paint them. And yes, we're going to make them look fantastic. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe that you let me be part of your journey on these hooks. Trouble, thank you so very much. And you are just totally amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My goodness, what do you think so far? Man, these guys are just way over the top, aren't they? They just really kind of helped us out. All right, let me go grab the next package. I'll be right back here. Okay, so our next package comes from our friend Bigfoot over at Bigfoot's Cave. You may have noticed his channel, and if you haven't, well, you need to go notice his channel because that guy is cleaning up tools like nobody's business. We sent over an envelope. He has a couple, 3 pieces it feels like in here. And so let's look at this one since it's obvious. And so it's a little chip. And so Hell, Michigan. And so, man, look at that. It says a town on its way up. Now I've seen Bigfoot, I've seen this on some other channels that way. Man, I am just honored that you would actually send me one to have part of the collection as well. So I see all these other channels that you're sending them to, and I just think, man, that's just kind of cool that that you included me in the journey. Wow, look at that. And get you guys a little closer look. You see all the little dice on it? Check that out. Wow. Yeah, both sides. All right, so there you go. We got that. Now, I think I know what these are because James, remember, before I open it up, remember James sent me that new old stock plum that was still in the box that was sealed. They never been opened, and I just couldn't bring myself to open that up. So he sent me one that he finished up and sent me one that that was original so I could see what was in the box. But check this out. Man, it's a plum 13/16, and he cleaned this one up, a 5226. Man, look at that. Brand new. He just cleaned it up, never been used. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, if you wanted to see what it looked like in the box, I'm assuming that's what this one is. I haven't opened it up. Ah, yeah, it is, isn't it? And so check it out. And so here they are side by side. And so this kind of gives you an idea of the kind of work that Bigfoot is doing over there at Bigfoot's Cave. And so you'll notice 5226, 5226. And so exact same socket. It's just one of them is cleaned up and the other one is not. Now this is the original coating, the military version that they sent out during that time of the war. And so, but this is what it looks like cleaned up. And so, my goodness, James, I know you do some good work, but wow, look at that. That is killer. And then he just, I think he Bigfoot could see that my desire to open up that box was pretty great, but I just couldn't do it. And so he had an extra box he opened up. Wow, Bigfoot, thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, talk about celebrating 2,000 subscribers. Check that out. And so I'm going to put it this way. This is where we started at ground zero with 0 subscribers. And look how we're blinging now. We're up to 2,000 plus. Man, we got a new lease on life and we're running. And man, Bigfoot, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is just killer good. Wow, I just can't even believe that. That is just amazing that way. And so I appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. And that's killer. All right, our next one, you may have remembered Steve. And so Steve is a great friend of the show. And my goodness, he's already sent me some goodies. I don't know what this crazy guy's thinking. He's sending me some more stuff. And so I thought, well, okay, let's go through and open it up. Let's include Steve as part of the journey as well. In fact, there's so many individual packages, I don't even know where to start. So we're going to start off with this little plastic bag that he sent over here. I don't know what's in it, but let's just see. And we're going to go through and, oh my goodness. Wow. Look at that. Now you might remember Steve works at the Mercedes plant. Oh my goodness. Are you for real, Steve? My goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. That is just crazy good. Oh, I'm going to be sporting this around all winter long. My goodness. Look at that. I am blown away. Just blown away. I don't even know what to say about that there, Steve. You did not have to do that at all. Oh my! Thank you very much for sending that over to us. Look at that! Wow. I'll see at the end of the video if I can kind of hold it up and kind of give us an idea what it looks like, all stretched out. My goodness! The first thing out of the box. Look at that! You're just blowing me away. All right, let's see what this is. Now he put a little tag on this one here. Oh my goodness. And so notice what it says, unused Belknap bluegrass stock label. Now you remember he sent us, I believe Steve or somebody sent us some bluegrass stuff. I was almost thinking it was him, but anyways, let's see what this is here, because we have just a tiny little bit that we have going on with that. So I keep bumping the camera, I'm so sorry. All right, so I'm trying to be real gentle in the way I'm kind of cutting this open here. And so, oh, maybe that's what this was for. Oh, maybe. Let's see here. Because whatever it is, I don't want to mess it up here. All right, so let's try to be gentle here. All right, so I got 3 sides cut, I think. Here we go. Oh my goodness, here it is, that right down here. So we put it in between this cardboard, and let's see here. Get this out of the way for just a moment, and check this out. The Belknap, and so it has that label right along the side here. Man, look at that. An unused label that is brand new. Wow, wow, wow. Louisville, Kentucky, 40201, extra quality, says over here, and says trademark, extra quality. And so, my goodness, look at that. That is fantastic. Thank you so much, especially with that bluegrass on there like that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so we got that. Let's get this out of the way for just a moment, and let's see what else we have here. All right, so let's see the first one out of that little envelope. See, what I love about Steve is that he puts these little labels on them. And notice it says Brubaker Tool Corporation, 1881 to present, still around. Box and taps from the 1950s, new old stock. My goodness, look at that. Brubaker, wow. Brubaker, if you guys are listening, and you need to be listening, because this box is just the bomb. Steve has done you honor by preserving this and keeping it around. And I don't know what in the world Steve was thinking about throwing it our way, but wow, we're going to cherish this, and we're going to display this on our overhaul whenever we get our garage going on the makeover. But look at that, some brand new old stock taps here. Wow, wow, wow. I want to be careful with this box. Look at those little metal corners on that. My goodness, I hope the camera's picking that up really well. So 1/4 inch hand tap on that side, nothing on this side. It does have a Brubaker on this side, and then the same thing, metal cutting tools on this side as well. And so, wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Man, look at you guys go. Crazy, right? And so, wow, love that. Okay, the next thing that was in that envelope was this wrench here. Check out how unique that wrench is. That is just neat. 12737-D. And so if we look at it, It says here it's an International Harvester wrench. And so, wow, love it, love it, love it. I think I have one International Harvester wrench, but it is not this one here, and it's not in this good a condition, I don't believe. And so, wow, man, look at that. That thing is just a work of art. Whew. Man, I'm gonna keep that tag on it, just because Steve is the bomb on educating us that way. Man, Steve, I want to make a trip over to your place because, man, you're sending over this kind of stuff. You got to have some crazy good things in your collection. Here, check this out. Wow, Sears Craftsman 6-piece power wood boring bit set. And so, wow, look at that, brand new. It's still in the package. Now, you know, we got that box, right? And so that Craftsman Professional with the lid that flips open, and inside, I cannot wait to show it to you, but this is going inside that box. The reason why I can't wait to show it to you is because that's going to be my store display box. And so I'm building it out. And so my new old stock stuff that I've been finding along the way, or in this case, some of you dear friends have been sending some stuff along the way, this is making it into that box. Man, I'm going to display this with honor that way. Wow, 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 wow. Killer, love it. Man, look at that. Where do you find that? Good, good, good. All right, let's look at our next one here that we have. All right, check this out. Oh my goodness, I cannot even begin to tell you how cool this is. And so if you're coming in, I can just see it coming in just like this, and it's just trugging right along here. Check it out. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh wow. Look at that, 1927 to 2007, 80 years, special edition, Craftsman. Oh, look at this panel wagon that we got going on here. Look at that, man, wow. That is killer. I don't know what's inside. I hear something inside. Let's see if we can open it up here. Oh, by the way, look at that, that badge right in the front. Oh, and this side, 2007 special edition. And so 80 years. My goodness. On the back end, even has a license plate, 2007, Craftsman. Man, this thing is mint. Mint. Wow. Let's see if I can open it up. There you go. Got that. So here's the lid. You open it up a little bit there. Has this little box that we have, or the cardboard. Let me turn it around because it probably goes this way. And so if I flip it open, oh my, look at that, a little tool set. And so it has this little black handled nippers here. It even has some needle nose that are just clean as all get out. And so you'll notice that it has Craftsman on there. 80 years, look at that, 80 years. Wow, did this one have anything on it? And so Craftsman and 80 years, look at that. Wow, man, how about these little drivers here? So Craftsman, and then it has the VW, and then the part number 41541, it looks like. Wow, look at that. Wow, 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 wow. So we got a flathead and a Phillips head that is here. So that's cool. And then a little screwdriver. And so pocket or keychain screwdriver bit here. Look at that. 80 years special edition, 1927 to 2007. Oh. I am blown away. Man, Craftsman, the greatest name in tools since 1927, made in USA. My goodness. Let's look at this thing here. It says, look for the next edition. So collectible series. And so, wow, that's one of some of these other ones that they have coming out or had coming out at that time. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to be on the hunt for some of those. Look at that. That is killer. Man, Steve, how do I don't even have words. This is just craziness. Oh my goodness, here. You know what? I had zero clue when I started this video that any of this was going to be in here. It was just a matter of, uh, had these packages just piling up on me, and I thought, you know what? I woke up this morning, I said, let's take these guys along for the 2,000 subscriber journey. And so how exciting is this? I am very excited about this. Man. Where do I put that? Wow. Got to give this thing some honor over here, right? And so this thing is killer. And so I gotta put it somewhere. Let's see here. I'm gonna put this right over here. I'm gonna put this right over here. So we can't forget about Bigfoot. We gotta put him right here. We're gonna put this right back here. Man, look at that. Wow. Killer. All right, let's see what else we have here. Man, this looks like new old stock as well. Now, Companion, that was another Sears brand. And actually, you can see it right there, a genuine Sears product here. And so check this out. Brand new, still in the package. Wow. I have some Companion stuff going on. And so, but I don't know. I mean, the Companion I have is pretty mint. But I don't think I have that. I have anything in this original type of case. Wow. Man, that is amazing. I don't know where you guys find all this new old stock like that. That is just killer. Where do I put this bad boy now? Scoot this forward just a little bit. And then I'm gonna scoot that just right there. And so, voila. All right. So, because I got some more stuff I need to dig out of here, and I got a couple more boxes that I need to bring out as well. Okay. So I opened up the next envelope, and so he sent over some wrenches. We'll start off with the smallest one. How about that? We'll go with the smallest to the biggest. So as we can see here, we have an E24, it says on this side, and then, look at that, a Bonnie, made in the USA. Wow, look at that little bad boy right there. And so this, 9/32 probably? Yeah, 9/32 it says on that side. It has a little bit of markings right there. And so not real familiar with that marking, but nevertheless it has some there. And then on this one here, 5/16 it looks like on that side. Man, look at this old Bonnie, this little bad boy right here. Wow. That is amazing. That is gorgeous. All right, the next size up, it looks like, and just looking at overall size, Par X. Now, Par X was part of the Snap-on group, and I don't remember if they're still around or not. But anyways, so I do have some Par X going on here, and so that's going to add right into that drawer, 3/8 inch combination wrench. Wow, look at that. A little BO12. Gorgeous. So we have that. The next size going up and just visual is this her brand, 7/16 3/8 double open end. And so, my goodness, a 1723. I do have some her brand going on. And so, beautiful. So I love that. All right, our next one. Wow. I think I'm going to save that one for last. Let's see what else we have here. The next size up is a Barkalow Buffalo, and so double open end as well. I do have some of that going on, and so this is the 3/4 on this side, 5/8 on this side, and so that is a lovely wrench. Look at that, man, clean as all get out. All right, the next size up from there is another her brand, and so this is a 1027B. What was this other one? 1723. And so another double open end. So my goodness, look at that. Gorgeous. And so we got 11/16 and then we got 5/8. Clean as all get out. Man, that is amazing. All right. So from there, we do have action. And so, whew, I love me some action. I do have some action going on in my collection as well. In fact, I was collecting so much of it, but I don't know if I have a 19 millimeter though. I was collecting, it was starting to grow. I had to give it its own drawer. Man, that's exciting. Can't wait to add that to the mix as well. And so the last one that's over here, you may have seen me set it down, but look at that. That long underline Craftsman double open end, 9/16 on this side, 1/2 inch on this side. Wow, that is a thing of beauty. Now this one also has a CI stamping on this side, and this is a 1725B. Wow, wow, wow. This thing is clean and beautiful. Look how good that stamping is on that. Whew. That is gorgeous. Steve, wow. Look at you guys go. All of you guys. They're just amazing. That is beautiful. Thank you so very much for that. My goodness. Well, he's got a few more things in here. Let's keep digging. All right. Check this bad boy out. That's a pipe wrench. And it's a Sears. And look how clean this is. Wow. He must have cleaned this bad boy up, because look at this. This thing looks like it's blued over here. A little bit of a clean up polish on the teeth itself, on the jaws. And so it looks like the knob itself. Look at that knurling on there. Man, that thing is clean and beautiful as all get out. Has a little tin for 10-inch. It has a Sears stamping over here. And so as we come over here, it has the made in of Japan, I think it says, or something like that. And so, but man, look how clean this bad boy is. I love the red. I love the polishing. I love the bluing. I love all of it. Every single piece. That is going into our Sears drawer. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. Man, you guys are just blowing me away like crazy. All right, so I'm gonna put that just right over here. And so, oh my goodness. All right, so there's that. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, thank you. All right, got another envelope. We got what, I think 4 more envelopes here to go. So let's see what else he sent over here. Okay, so let's check these out. Wow. All right, so he sent over a little extension. Looks like a little, what, 1.5 inch or so extension. And so when we're looking at it here, it's a little Bonnie. Oh my goodness, Bonnie USA. And so here's the number on it, V602 or VG. No, V6 maybe. And so I think it's V602. Wow, look how clean that is. Look how clean that is inside there. Can you see that? I hope the camera's picking that up really well. Whew. My goodness, that is gorgeous. That'll go into our Bonnie drawer. So have room right there for it. Let's see the next piece up. He sent over a little T-bar. Oh my goodness, check that out. It's a plum. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. And so, man, that is beautiful piece. Man, look at that. That is just nice looking, right? And so let's see here. If I can look at this a little bit more, there it is. And so it's 785. I think that's what that says there. And so, and then it says Plum and USA. And yeah, that is nice. Man, that, you know, we got that plum collection going on. Whew, that's going to be a beautiful addition to that. So I'm going to scoot that just right over here. Put that right and snug it right in there with these awesome pieces. All right, he sent over a pair of pliers here. And so Crescent Tool Company, made in Jamestown, I think it is. Yeah, Jamestown, New York. Wow, look at that. How clean that is. Don't you love the styling of that, of the handles that way? Wow. Wow, Steve. You are just blowing me away, my friend. And so put that just right in there. That seems like that'll snug right in there. And let's see here, he sent over another extension. And then this one here, let's see what it is. There it is. It's a WF17 Plum. Looks like a little 3/8 extension. And this thing is clean as all get out as well, all the way around. This thing is nice. In fact, yeah, it is just crazy good looking here. My goodness. Love it, love it, love it. So we have that. See, I'll put that right there. Gotta make sure I show off that plum right there, that labeling. Let's see, probably a plum. It kind of looks like a plum. Ah, yeah. This one's kind of been worn out just a little bit as far as the outside here, but it is a 3/4 inch socket, and the inside is definitely not worn, and the anvil side is definitely not worn. And so this thing is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Man, so that I'm gonna put that right over here, snug up right along with Bigfoot's other plum sockets that way. Man, Plum is just my friend. I got to tell you, between Bigfoot and Steve so far, you guys are loading me up with this kind of stuff here. So, whew. All right, and check this out. And so it says France, and Steve put a tag on this one. Let's look at that tag. Let's look at it first and see what we can see. And so, I see. Check this out. And so it has this part that, this little ring that comes down. So let's read it. And it's a little jeweler's vice. Wow. And so check that out. And that is gorgeous. So you pinch it, and then the ring slides down, and it'll close down and clamp whatever it is that you have. That is crazy cool. I do not have, I got all kinds of different pliers and different things like that, but I do not have this piece. That is awesome. Man, look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Look at you go, Steve. Man, that is amazing, right? And so, love it. Wow. All right, so that's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. I think that'll fit right here, so we'll put that there. And so, voila. All right, let's see. And that last thing in that particular little package that Steve sent over was this Crescent LT70. Man, this thing is clean as all get out. Now, I mean, look at that. I don't see any banging spots. I don't see any war spots. This thing looks like new, right? And so, I mean, especially the bottom side. Look at that. Wow. Let's see how it works. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can hear that. And if you can't, it's because it's that smooth. My goodness. Let's see here. Flip it around. You can hear a little bit more on that side. Can you hear that part? But if you flip it back over, you can barely hear it. Man, that is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I have a lot of ratchets. I don't believe I have this one. I do have some Crescent stuff going on, but I do not, I don't believe I have this one, and this is a Crescent made in the USA. And I 100% for sure, out of all the Crescents that I have, do not have one that is this clean that way. And so, wow, my goodness. All right, let's see. We got 3 more pieces here. Let's dig through them. All right, let's see what else we have here. Steve is helping us celebrate our 2,000 subscriber celebration here. My goodness. Check this out. So this is a Kmart 5/8 combination wrench, and this bad boy is clean as all get out as well. So this goes into our department store drawer, and so incidentally, that department store drawer is starting to overflow. This one does have a little bit of owner's marks, but that don't bother us none, right? And so how beautiful is that? All right, so we got a Kmart that's right there. And then from there, we also have this pair of pliers. And so check this out, Sears. My goodness. And so this will add into our Sears drawer, our department store drawer again. And so, wow, man, look how clean those bad boys are. Let's see what this one here looks like. Some kind of brake tool, ignition tool. So this is a KD 285. And so 3/8 inch and then 7/8 inch on this side. So it might be a brake bleeder valve wrench. So I'll have to look that number up and kind of give us a really good idea that way. And so you'll also notice this side is like a 12 point and this side's a 6 point on this side here. Wow, that is clean as all get out as well. So we're going to let that live right there, kind of snug it in there just a little bit, right next to the car. So I love that. And so as we get going, check this out, Sears Companion. And so it's got this little tiny driver. It's probably a hex bit, I would think. And so I'm pretty sure I see, yep. And so it looks like a hex bit. Sockets on the bottom side here. But my goodness, look at that. Again, still in the original package. This is going to go inside that display store. And even that little driver right there has a companion built into it. So, man, that just goes right in here. See if I can snug this just right in between here. Yep, perfect. So there you go with that one there. Awesome. All right, so we got a little wrap here. And so let's see what's inside this wrap. I have not looked, so I don't know what we're in store for here. And so, oh my goodness, that did say Proto at some point. And so I'm thinking anyways. And so it looks like some of the print is worn out just a little bit. But as we're looking at these, let's see here. And so this says Proto on this side. And so a little tiny wrench set here, a 1212E. And so there's one. This looks like it's a 1211E. So that's going to be a Proto as well. And so you can see some of the stamping on that. So I don't have all of this, but you know what? There's missing one and only one. And that is the 1210E. And so, man, look at that. It has the rest of them. It's just missing one wrench, the 1210E. Now, I don't know. I have some Proto. Let me go look real quick. Let me go pause real quick. Let me see if I have that wrench. Wouldn't that be amazing if I could feel it? I'll be right back. Let me go see. Okay, I'm back. Wow, look at this. Now, this is a Proto, and so this is a 1210E, which is this one here. But if you look at the differences between the two, this is a 1210E, and this one just says Proto on this side. And so this one says 1210E Proto, but it has Professional. I do not have that exact same one, but I'm going to let this one live right in here for the time being until we can find that one. I'm going to be on the hunt for a 1210E, just plain Proto. And so that will give me a full set. Wow, look at that. That is killer as all get out. Man, love it, love it, love it. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. All right, so we got a couple screwdrivers here. And you know what's so funny is that I just shot a video not too long ago about some Blackhawk and a screwdriver that I found, and it was just like this. Man, Steve, you reading my mind or what's going on here? Wow. And so we have this Phillips head Blackhawk, and so that is just cool, cool, cool. So we have that one there, and this is another Phillips, or excuse me, Phillips Blackhawk as well. So we got a matching pair right here. And so how amazing is that, right? And so love it. All right, he sent over one more screwdriver, And so as we're looking, this one here has a wooden handle. Man, this wooden handle is nice. And it's a flathead. And he sent over a label, but before we read the label, let's see. A Western Auto. Wow, Western Auto. Let's read that label. It says, straighten the shaft, polish the metal, sanded the handle, dark walnut stain, matte clear on the top. Steve, you get a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, my friend, for the work that you did on this bad boy. I would have never been able to tell that you straightened the handle. I wouldn't have been able to tell that this wasn't the original. You did a phenomenal job. Man, when I grow up, like, I'm going to be just like you and finishing my stuff just as good. Yeah, that is cool, cool, cool. A Western Auto. Wow. I have that collection going on there. And that is crazy good. All right, let's see what else we have here. And so this next one has some styrofoam. So let me unwrap this. Here, sent over some more companion. But look at this. Man, I'm going to have to get me just a companion toolbox. As much companion as I have going on now. Look how beautiful that is. Man, still in the package. And look at the colors of all of this. Wow. That is amazing. That is gorgeous. Wow. Look at all that. Man, the coloring on this is just beautiful, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. All right, yes. Well, there was maybe a label. I don't think there is a label on it, but man, that is nice. Nice, nice. I don't think the tag fell off. But look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You just blow me away, Steve. You just blow me away. I'm gonna see if I can put that just right in the picture, or at least get part of it in the frame here. Okay, this next package comes from Chef Chris. You know, he's a great friend of the show as well, as so many of you friends are out there in one way or the other. And so he sent over some little ignition wrenches, it looks like. And so let's see if I can unwrap that. And let's just see in general what he sent over. Now he sent over a lot of stuff, so I'm running out of room. We'll have to figure out how we're going to do this here. But you'll notice this is single line V. I think all of these might be. Yeah, single line V. And so, my goodness, love that. And check out this one. And so 7/16. So that's awesome. And then, of course, we have another one. All of these, in fact, are single line V. So check that out. Man, just a nice assortment of different ignition wrenches that way. So some double opens and also some combinations. And so love that. I'm going to throw those just right there because they're small enough where they're going to fit perfectly there. He sent over a Ward's Master. I do have some Ward's Master, some Montgomery Ward stuff going on. There's a little adjustable wrench. So that's killer. Love that. Man, got to get this one in the bath, clean it up a little bit, and then this bad boy will be sparkling like crazy. So let's see if we can put that one right there. And he sent over a bunch of wrenches. Man, check these out. And so let's see if we can take this rubber band off of here to some extent or another, and let's see if we can thumb through some of these. So this is a Powercraft, and so that he knows, Chef Chris and I, man, he knows that I got some Powercraft going on here. And so love that. Let's see here. This is another Sears. So cool. That goes into our Sears. I'll put that over here by the Sears collection thing going on here. Here's Fuller. And so I hadn't been collecting Fuller up until the last, 3 months or something like that. I ran across one that was super clean. This one's super clean. And so I just kind of been putting them in a drawer to see where it goes, and apparently it's going. So put that down there. Let's see here. Sent over a couple other ones. Mercedes-Benz. Man, hey, didn't I get something from Mercedes-Benz? Hey, check that out. I got another Mercedes-Benz. Wow. And you guys are thinking I'm highfalutin around here, aren't I? So I love that. Let's see here. what is this one here? Wards, I think it is, right? So it's Wards Lakeside, that's what it is. And so we do have some Wards Lakeside going on in a drawer. Let's see here, this one is a Pinnins. And so I do have a Pinnins collection. Man, how do you guys know all this stuff about me? It's crazy, right? So Chris sent me some wrenches that I need to go through and clean up, it looks like, on a few of these. Some of them are pretty doggone nice. Another Sears, put that over here by Sears. And so this one here is an Action. Then I have an Action. Here it is right back here. So we have an Action over there. And then this one here is a Pinnins. So where did I put that Pinnins at? Right here. And let's see, this one is another Sears. So cool, cool, cool. And so, man, another Sears. And so double open this time though. So that'll go there. And then we have another Sears. Man, loading me up on Sears. Check him out. And so from there, we got another Pinnins, which is down in this area. And get a rubber band off. And what do we have here? Another Pinnins, I think it is. Or Pencraft. That's a different one yet. So there's that. And then this one is a Walden. So, hey, I've been trying to grow my Walden collection. So there you go. So there's a Walden there. I got a couple miscellaneous wrenches that are in here. And so let's see here. Man, I love this old Walden stuff. Is this a Walden? Let's see. Yeah, it is a Walden. Man, check that out. Wow. And so this is a 2516. And so 1/2 inch socket on this side. But look at that handle. Don't you love that? Don't you love that? That is a beaut. A beaut. Love it. All right, so here's another one. It has some stamping on this side, I believe. Let's see what it is. A 9, maybe? I can't quite read it there. I don't know if I'm looking at it wrong or not, but are you familiar with this, or Chef Chris? You know, if you know what this is, please put that in the comment below. I do not have this. I'm not familiar with that stamping on there. And so, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what that stamping is. I want to know. If anybody knows what this is, please put it in the comments. I want to know what this is. Wow, look at that. That is gorgeous, right? All right. Wow, check this one out. This one says Craftsman as well. Let's see, Craftsman, and what does it say? Oh, made in the USA. And so I am not familiar with this. So this part turns here. Let's see what this says here. I think it says something there. I have to try to look up that number. And so it's a patent number, it looks like, patent. And so 2734824, I think it actually says. But it's some kind of caliper of some sort. And you can dial it in, it looks like. And so, yeah, just not familiar with it. Now this part turns, so, and this part can turn. I'm not familiar with this. And so if you guys know what this is, I'll try to look that up as well. But if you know what this is, please put that in the comments. But man, how beautiful is that? Now I have that Craftsman Machinist box that I've been trying to load up a little bit and find some different things. So this likely will go in there if it is what I'm kind of thinking it is, some kind of machinist tool. Looks like Chris sent over some wire strippers. And so as we go through and look at that, that is an old Sears brand. So that'll go inside our Sears drawer. Man, it's amazing how they've come a long ways, haven't they? And so Sewell Hardware Store, love that. And so a Lutz 6-in-1. So that's cool as all get out, right? And so put that there. Looks like we got, look at this. And so this is a Walden Spin Tight as well. And so 3406. And so it has that little nut driver at the end. It's cool. This is another one, it looks like, probably. And so, yeah, another spin tight, Walden. Goodness. And so we got a little wrench here, a little Powercraft wrench. So that goes in our Powercraft. And then we have, oh man, check that out. The Crown Logo Craftsman file and tool handle is what it says there. And so, and you put your file inside that bad boy. I love that. Man, I got all kinds of files that I often wish I had a handle for. Man, that is a beaut as well. I think I'm going to do this a little bit of a polish, a little bit of refreshing on this, and I'm going to put that in our display box. That is gorgeous. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, where do I put all this goodies here, right? And so put that just right there. Make sure we show off our Crown logo. So we got that, all right. Got a couple more things in here that he sent over. So let's go through and check this one out. This is pretty unique. I have some spinner handles, but I don't have no black handle ones like this. That's kind of different in it. And so let's see, we got some markings on this side. Let's see what it is. And so this is a Powercraft. Now I know we got some Powercraft collectors out there in the audience because I'm not the only one. I see some of your channels out there. And so, you know, it is just killer good looking this thing is. And so I don't have that very unique piece for me on the Powercraft side. Wow, I'm going to be proud to add that to the drawer for sure, right? And so we'll put that just right there. And then he sent over another one. And so another speed handle here. And let's see here, probably the writing is on this side. Oh, it's an old Fleet. No Fleet. 3/8 inch drive. Both of these were 3/8 inch drive, by the way. So that's cool. I'm not sure if I have that one on a Fleet or not, but we have that. Let's see, we got a box in here. All right. So he sent over a box. It probably is some kind of toolkit box, and so we open it up a little bit. And so I flipped the latch is open already, but check that out, man. Man, look at that drawing inside there. And I don't, oh, it's a Kmart. Check that out. It's a Kmart speed adapter. So this must be a Kmart set. Wow. But my goodness, look at that on the advertising or the labeling inside. That is just crazy good looking, right? And it's almost complete. I see a few sockets that are missing, but you know what? I probably have those. Wow, look at that old Kmart logo right there. Now, unfortunately, where it says Kmart, that part is missing. But I might have that. I might have it. And so, wow, Chris, look at you go. I'm running out of room. I'm going to have to put it off to the side over here real quick. Wow, check this one out. Man, it's an old Billings box. Look at that. Is that crazy good or what? Look at that embossing on that. Man, that thing is just proud and loud. That thing is just standing out. Man, I do have some Billings. And so, wow, look at that. Place for your sockets, place for your breaker bar or extensions or your ratchet. It still has a little bit of that blue inside there. So it's not totally roached out on the inside. The outside's seen better days, but the inside looks really good. Look at that. Wow, I don't have a Billings box. I have a bunch of miscellaneous billing tools, but not a box itself. Oh my goodness. So, wow. All right. Fortunately, I don't have enough room over here. Oh, so that's cool. Now, the last thing that Chef Chris sent over are some sockets of sorts. And so let's see if we can run through them and see what he sent over here. I see why Chris sent some of this stuff over. And so look at this one here. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they did that to this old Craftsman. Oh man, they went through and it looks like they welded some sort a piece onto the socket here. But you know what? Remember, we've been collecting this whole year. We've been collecting modified tools. And so check this one out. and that is cool as all get out. And so we'll add that. And so there's one, and then here's another one that he sent over. What did they modify here? Can we even read it? And so maybe I got it upside down. I can't read exactly what it was. Maybe a proto. I think it was a proto. They put this big old hex Allen. I kind of even wonder if they cut off a Allen wrench and then welded it onto this socket. And so, man, I got to tell you, if you don't have it and you need it, there you go. There you go. We'll put that right over there. Okay, thank you very much, Chris. And so we have PNC. I got that collection going on. So New Britain, love that. I've been trying to grow out my New Britain stuff. So that's pretty killer. And so we'll put these just right over here. Can't see it on camera, but I got it all over here. Hopefully it'll show up on the thumbnail itself. But let's look at a couple of these other sockets that we have coming on here. So this one looks like it's a PNC. Yeah, so very clean. Half-inch drive here. Another PNC. Looks like that's probably a matching set to that. So this one here is a Sears. So throw that over here by our Sears scenario. Drag link socket. And so Walden. Hey, check that out. I don't think I have a drag link in a Walden, so that's cool. Spark plug socket here. So by Action. So that's killer. And then let's see here, another Sears. So let's see if I can drop that right there next to the Sears. Another Sears. And then this one is a PNC. So we got, looks like 3 PNCs here. Well, thank you, Chef Chris. Man, look at you guys go. All right, so there's that. Okay, so this next one is from Katie Tool Guy. All right, and now he sent over a couple stickers. My goodness, look at this, Jacob's on the job. And so it's a drill chuck sticker. And you'll notice there's a bunch of different languages that it got printed up in as well. And I cannot wait to hang at least one of these on my cabinet that way. That is killer. So thank you for that. Check this out, man. A couple WD-40 pocket squares, it looks like. And so put that in your pocket and you put your pencils or your little screwdrivers in there. Look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? And they're brand new. Look at that. Never even been used. Wow. I don't even know what to say. You guys are just killing me over here, man. So that is just killer. All right, so we got those. So I got to figure out where to put it. I don't even know where to put all this stuff. It's just crazy. And so we're going to put it right back here so the WD-40 hopefully will stand out. And so there you go. All right, so there's that. Let's see here. He sent over another sticker, I believe. And so check this one out. Now, remember, he sent over that other one. It says KD Tools. And now this one says over 75 years. The other one was just huge, but it was big and white like this too. And so, in fact, if I remember, I'll try to put a picture of that other one on my box, on my storage box that way. But wow, look at that. I want to be hanging that bad boy up too. I want to hang that proud. Goodness, you guys in your apparel, man. You guys sent me over this jacket from Steve, and then he's sending me over a hat. Check out this crescent hat. Wow, man. I got to tell you. And I just displayed all those hats for the giveaway. And so look at this one. Is that on fire? Get it? Is that on fire or what? And so that's killer. Man, that is good. I want to get that in the frame when I take this picture. Check it out, a Craftsman hat. Man, I think I got all kinds of hats. I don't know if I have a Craftsman hat. I have a Craftsman shirt, but I don't have a Craftsman hat. And so, man, that's killer. So thank you very much for that. There, and then a Matco hat. Goodness, look at these things. And so with that, all those other hat collections that I have, Man, I'm going to create a hat display, I think. What? There's more hats in here. Oh my goodness. You guys are cracking me up, man. Look at that. Snap-on Racing. Oh, wow. Look at it. Is that beautiful coloring or what? Gorgeous. Wow. All right, so there's a Snap-on. Now this has got to be the coolest out of them all because it comes from him in his collection. So KD Tools, look at that. Man, nothing but just standing out, just proud as all get out. Look at that. That is killer. All right. So man, that is awesome. Here's, I think we got two more. And so Milwaukee, check that out. You guys may remember from doing my garage tour, I'm a big Milwaukee guy. And so, man, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, so we got that one. And the last one that we have that I believe, I haven't dug through the box all the way, but this is a Napa. And so we love that. Hand Service Tools, it says. Man, look at that denim look, that gray denim with that bright gold Napa look on there. Gorgeous. All right, so there's that. Let's see here. What else do we have? I think we got some Napa tools, it looks like. And so he sent over some new stock. And so it's a brake caliper Torx bit. And so, man, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now this one here is the brake caliper hex bit. So we got a Torx bit and a hex bit. Brand new from Napa. Wow, look at that. Talk about just adding to the Napa collection. I do have a little bit of Napa stuff going on, and this is going to take me down the road just a little bit more. And so cool. Do you guys remember these? Now, if you guys been around, you remember these. These younger kids these days, they don't remember this. They use their phones or these little tiny LED ones. But this kind of goes back old school, brand new, still in a package, the old mag light. In fact, I probably still have one or two around in my drawer someplace. But how killer is that? Man, talk about new old stock going back and just playing into the whole garage aspect that way. All right, so as we go through, he sent over a couple sockets and a wrench, or some wrenches. And so now this one says Proto 7426H, and it kind of looks like an impact socket, but notice it says Dyna, so let's see here, Dyna ring. And so it's a 13/16 socket that way, 3/8 inch drive, or no, half-inch drive, it looks like there. And so, man, I got that Proto box. That's going to go right into there. And so AC Delco. I do have a little bit of AC Delco going on. So killer, killer, killer. Okay, he sent over some wrenches. I haven't even opened them up. So let me see if I can get this unwound here with this rubber band here. All right. So as we go through and look at this, it's a Blue Point. Man, look at that. Reversible ratcheting in Blue Point. That adds into our Blue Point drawer. Half-inch drive. This thing is clean. And so the BOER 16, it says. So, man, that's gorgeous. Look at this one here. Look at that pebbling inside that 11/16 on this combination wrench. And so it's a Proto Los Angeles. Awesome. Man, Proto Los Angeles with the pebbling. That is amazing. So love that. Killer. All right, so that's going to go in the drawer. Here's another Barkalow Buffalo. And so the USA 11/16 and 1932nd wrench. Cool, cool, cool. Uh-oh. You know what? I've been on the hunt for one of these. I've been on the hunt for a set of these, and I just don't have this. Wow, look at that, man. In fact, my wife was in Oklahoma City yesterday. I seen a set for sale, and she just didn't have time to go get it. Oh my goodness. I don't have this in my collection. I've been wanting that for such a long time. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, John. Oh, man. All right. Check this one out. And so this one is a SK Wayne, and it is a 9/16 box in on this side. But you know, sometimes if you ever got into that scenario where you needed a box in, but you also need a screwdriver or a pry bar, and another modified wrench. I love that. That's going to go into our modified tool collection that we have. Excellent. Nice job. Nice job there, John. I love it. All right, so we'll put that in there. Let's see here. This one is a Dunlap. And so, man, this sucker's clean too, isn't it? Man, look at that. So it's a double open, 3/4, 11/16. So there we go with that. Let's see here. This feels like a new Brit. No, it's a Blue Point. Check that out. It's a Blue Point. Man, love that. So that makes 2 Blue Points. There's that other Blue Point. We'll put it right there with that one there. And then this one here is this Select Steel? Yeah, it is. Select Steel is this one here. And so it's probably made by Industro. Yeah, there you go. And so it's an Industro. We have that growing out like crazy. And so this one is a Gador. And so it's a German wrench. And so I love that. Look at that that stamping inside there. That is cool as all get out. So you know, I've been trying to put aside some of these German wrenches because, and check that out. Here's another one. And so because I'm going to create a drawer with just German wrenches, or a section with just German wrenches. And so here's another one. Is this? No, it's a electrolyte. There you go. It's electrolyte. I couldn't read that part. I was just reading that. So I do have some electrolyte that way. So electrolyte Corp Defiance. And so cool. All right. So we have that. He sent over this little screwdriver. Check this one out. Liquid wrench. Man, you know where this is going, right? Did you see that Bucket Boss, that little tiny coffee cup with all the little tiny screwdrivers in it? Yep, this is going right inside there. And so I love that. That is cool. I don't have that one. Oh my goodness. Check this out. I need to start, I need to see. Let me see what these are. Oh my goodness. You know what? John is just too awesome. Check these out, these little patches. You know what? Yeah, we need to start handing some of these bad boys out because these are just too cool. In fact, I'm going to see if my wife can sew something like this onto one of my shirts. I love it. Man, look at that. Man, look at that. I'm trying to hold it up really close so you can see how bright and vibrant that is. It is just beautiful. He sent over a whole bunch of these. Now, you know, in case you don't remember, KD Tool Guy, John, he used to work in a facility to go through, and they used to make tools for all kinds of different companies, and so he had the unique opportunity to save stuff from going in the dumpster, or stuff that got kicked back, or private releases, or whatever, all kinds of different things like that. And so that's where some of this comes from. It's just old stock that was going to be done away with, or that he had the opportunity to work on in his career. Oh my goodness, look at those. I'm going to have to give some of these away because you got to get these out on people's shirts, or at least in their collections that way. So that is a beautiful, beautiful find there. Looks like he wants me to get to work. Actually, this is sealed, so I'm probably never going to open it up. But check this out. And so ATD 8546, and so they're razor blades. Giving me all this brand new old stock stuff. It's crazy. All right, let's see what this one is here. So this is a Thexton. Am I saying that right? Charge check battery tester. And so, I see. Check that out. And so you come and you pull this out. And, you know, I don't use these too much, so we'll have to see. Okay, here it is. So it says over 25% charged and over 50%, 75 fully charged, and then part number. I'll look this up a little bit more. But if you guys have used these, I've never used these, so I've never used this one bit. But my goodness, look at that. It is like brand new. Look at the inside of this. Look at that. Wow. Now, I remember, you know, my dad was a mechanic, and I remember now that I see this, that seeing some of this in his toolbox. I don't think I have those anymore, though. And so I probably, either they got lost along the way, I dismissed them, or whatever, but I tell you what, I won't do that again. So this is a beautiful piece. And so even though I've never used it, I'm gonna display this bad boy proudly here. Sorry, Bigfoot, not trying to hide your hills chip that way, so we got to keep that visible. But look at this one, a Dayton, man. So 1/4 inch nut driver. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so there you go, man. All right, he's got 2 more pieces, and then we're done, and then we can get on to the drawing. So let's do that. Oh, I can't even open it up, and I want to open it up, but check this out. And so I'll kind of put it this way here. It's a KD fender cover, KD Tools, and it's brand new, and so you can see it this way, brand new, still in the plastic bag. And so, oh my goodness, I bet this thing is gorgeous laid out. Well, we can see it this way. Wow, wow, wow. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Now, what you don't know, and what I've never shown you, is that I do have some fender covers. And so I got a variety of different ones. So, my goodness, but I can't open this one up because it's still brand new. And so, wow, thank you so much. Made in the USA right over here. And so, acid and grease resistant, features a convenient trough for tools, and it's 27 inches by 36 inches in size. And beautiful. All right, so there's that. The last thing he sent over. And so let's go through and open this up. Now, check this out. It is a Napa anniversary screwdriver set, I believe. And so when I was reading his note, this one has a sticker in it. Now, you remember the last batch that he sent over, I almost think that he sent this over, unless this is something different. Let's look at this. And so, man, look at that sticker. Is that beautiful or what? I don't remember on my Napa, the one that I put on my box, if it was this one or not. I'll have to look and see. All right, let me unzip this. Let's see what's inside here. Are you ready? And so here we are, Napa 75th anniversary, 1925 to 2000. Yep, it's the same thing. Wow, wow, wow. Check that out. That is beautiful. Well, you know what? When I was reading the letter, here's what John said. John said, hey, you should have got the posters already. And so that was a special edition posters that they did. And so, you know, that was part of the giveaway. But he also asked if I wanted to have this part of the giveaway. Now, I have a set just like this that he sent me. And so, you know what? I love this thing. This thing is gorgeous. So here's the way we're going to do it, since it's already too late and we didn't have this in time, because those posters came before we got this one. So if you chose the poster, incidentally, we're going to send you the poster. But what we're going to do is, just to give everybody an equal opportunity, I think what we'll do, John, if it's okay with you, I think we're going to do another drawing shortly, and then we'll put this one up, so that way everybody has an opportunity to do it. And so that way, because we didn't get a lot of, we got people that opted for a poster, but it wasn't. I feel like maybe more people would have opted for this if it was available as a giveaway. So in honor of John and the kindness that he's going to do for the channel, we're going to have another drawing shortly, and so I don't know when that is, and so maybe we'll do it on our 1 year. That's coming up. So maybe we'll do it on our 1 year. So that's coming up later on this month. And so maybe that's what we'll use for this one here, our 1 year anniversary instead of the 2,000 subscriber one. Wow, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Unless everybody just wants me to keep it. Do you guys want me just to keep it in my collection? I'm happy to do that as well. And so think about that. But you're probably thinking, Jesse, are you crazy? We want that for ourselves. And I get it. I get it. All right. That's what we have. Let's get the camera turned around. Oh, my goodness. Let me pan out for just a second because I want you to see. Look at some of these goodies here, man. The hats and the flashlights. We got the nut drivers. We got all of these beautiful tools, screwdrivers, wood bits. Man, check that out. We got the car over here from Steve. We got the WD-40, the KD tools. Oh man, over here Trouble sent over that divider. We got Bigfoot in the back. We can't forget about that. So we got that. We got stuff over here from KD Tools, the fender cover. We got the Napa set. Yeah, I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. So, man, we got all kinds of goodies. Oh, Wayne, remember Wayne? Yeah, we can't forget about Wayne. He sent over that adjustable pair of pliers. Man, look at all of this beautifulness that you guys sent over that way. It's just gorgeous. And so I love it, love it, love it. Man, that Mercedes-Benz jacket, I'm going to be sporting that warm all winter long. And so that's what we have. Let's get the camera turned around and let's get our drawing underway. You ready? All right, here we go. Okay, and we are back. Wow, can you believe that? Hey, what do you think about my new merch? Check that out, Mercedes-Benz jacket, man. How about my hat? Did you check that out? KD Tools, man, I gotta tell you, I got hooked up today. Talk about a celebration for 2,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness, things are just crazy. Now, you know what's so fun is that we were gonna do something fun anyways, but to brag or to bring all these guys right along with us for the journey for 2,000 subscribers, it couldn't have worked out any better. I had no idea I was going to do it until I woke up this morning. I had no idea what they sent over, and I just thought, you know what, let's just, we're here. I need to get to the packages anyways. Let's bring everybody along for the journey, and we'll make it one big celebration. I know it's a long video, but my goodness, we got to thank you to Wayne with adding to that wooden cabinet Craftsman box collection. Thank you very much for that. We got Trouble and the unique cool tools that he always finds and sends over. We got Chef Chris. Man, look at the goodies that he sent over. And then you got Bigfoot. Man, that mule stock. And so the one that's original, one that's clean. And then you got that Hell's Michigan poker chip. That's there. That's cool. And then we got Steve. Man, that guy never ceases to surprise me. And then we got KD Tool Guy. My goodness. All of the stuff you guys sent over, every single one of you is phenomenal. Thank you so much. But that's enough about me, even though pretty rocking, right? And so, but now it's all about you. So let me get the camera turned around. Let's get the iPad out and let's go and pick a winner, okay? All right, so now incidentally, I'm going to cut the video right here because when I shot it the first time, I went through and I left somebody out and I didn't want to do that. So I had to reshoot this part. So now let's pick it up where I originally picked out the winners. So that way it's the original two winners that I picked out. And here we go. So I got my iPad here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this program. It's called YouTube Random Picker. And so you notice there's an area that we can put a link here. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to click again, and then we're going to paste the link. And so let's see if I can do it. Maybe I missed it. Nope. So it's not allowing me. Let me go find the link. So let me go do this again real quick. Okay, so now I had to go back and get that link. So now we got the link. And so now we're going to hit click, and we're going to paste it. And so, yep. And so there it is. There's a link to the video. And then we're going to hit fetch. And so it's going to say, select a filter, anything goes. We love that. Include replies. We love that. Allow duplicates. No duplicates. And so we're just going to hit continue, and it's fetching, and there it goes. It loaded up, and we got all our comments that are in here now. So now we're going to go through and we're going to click the button that says pick a winner. So let's go through and do that, and let's see who it picks out. And so it says Arnold Jorgensen. And so we have Arnold Jorgensen 2608. You are our first winner. We're going to choose 2 winners. Remember, the part of the contest was for every 100 likes that we had on the video, we were going to choose a winner. Well, we didn't make it up to 200, but I thought, well, we're getting close. Everybody put in a good effort. We're going to choose 2 no matter what. So, but Arnold Jorgensen 2608, you're our first winner. Here's his comment. His comment was toss up between the Craftsman set and the Mini Jack. Don't disagree. They're both awesome. And so I love that. Would also enjoy the poster. Cool. Man, how awesome is that you got the poster? Man, you're going to love that poster, by the way. And so thanks to KD Tool Guy. He's the one that donated that to the channel for a winner. So we'll be shipping that out to you. Now, here's what you need to do, incidentally, if you win, and this includes you, Arnold. You need to send me an email. Once you do, then we'll start the verification process that it's you, and then you can give me your address and I'll ship it right out to you. All right, so congratulations, man, I'm excited for you. All right, so we're gonna do that again. Arnold Jorgensen 2608, very first winner. Let's choose another one. Are you ready? All right, let me get out of that. And so here we are. We're gonna choose it again, and let's see who we have. And so it looks like we have Stacy Brooks. And so the Firestone tape measure is my favorite. The Rolls Royce is pretty cool as well. And then she says, pink, Jesse's Garage shirt is my pick. Fun video today. Man, check that out. So we got Stacy Brooks. And so, wow, look at that girl go. In a pink t-shirt, Jesse's Garage. And I'm just feeling all kinds of honor that way. All right. So there we go. We got Stacy Brooks. We got her pink t-shirt. Again, send me an email. And so you probably need to tell me your shirt size, and then we can get that out to you. All right, guys, that's what we have for you today. My goodness. We got all of these beautiful goodies that they sent over. And remember, since I did not get this in time and I just opened it up today, John at KD Tool Guys, he wanted to include this as part of the giveaway. So what we decided, since it's after the fact, this is going to be our 1-year anniversary giveaway. This will be one of the things. And that's actually coming up here by the end of the month. And so if you're not already a subscriber, you should subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to win. Subscribe, and then whatever parameters we set up on the video. But my goodness, if you don't remember what this looks like, rewind the video, go back and look at that screwdriver set. It's an 80th anniversary screwdriver set, or 75th anniversary screwdriver set. You need to go and look at that. All right, that's what we got for you today. I know it's been a long video. Go get yourself something to drink, go use the restroom, go get something to eat, whatever you're going to do. But we'll see you on the next video.